and welcome to Layton Moss. Yes, I'm back at Layton Moss again on a rather drizzly morning this morning. It is set to brighten up, which is good. Looking forward to a fantastic day. I've been here a few times already over the past couple of weeks, running various workshops, etc. So lots of footage to include in this video. But yeah, Leighton Moss, what a fantastic place this is. First leased by the RSPB in 1964. I think they then purchased the land in 1974 and opened up to, when was the first visitors? I can't remember the first visitors, but I think in the first year they had something around 374 visitors in the first year of opening this Leighton Moss to the public. And then I think now annually they get around 90,000 visitors a year. So yeah, this is a very popular nature reserve from the RSPB. Another fantastic centre in the north of England as well is St Aidan's. I'm not sure if you've been there. I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to do St Aidan's next year. I'm going to concentrate on that reserve next year because that's another phenomenal centre as well. Absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to get my bag packed, perhaps put a waterproof jacket on for this morning, and hopefully have a fantastic day. The other day when I was here, saw bitterns, otters, marsh harriers. It's just been absolutely full on with wildlife. So looking forward to a good day today as well. I've got a fellow chap meeting me up this morning, wanted to tag along with me for the day. So Nigel's going to be here shortly. And I was actually here, when I was here the other day, a chap collared me in the car park as I was just about to leave, called Miles. If you're watching Miles, hi Miles, pleased to meet you, in the car park the other day. But he said he's sort of moved up to this area and he saw my Layton Moss video on YouTube, and that's what made him come up to Layton Moss. And he said he'd been up for the day and he had an absolutely amazing day, seeing the bitterns and marsh harriers and one thing and another. Yeah, he was really thrilled that he got to see so much wildlife here at Layton Moss. And then the previous day I was sat in the hide chatting to another guy, and he was saying that he'd watched some of my videos. He hadn't been out with his camera for quite a long time, and after watching several of my YouTube videos, it gave him the motivation to get back out, get this camera and come up to Layton Moss and other nature reserves and just get back out with his camera and enjoying the wildlife. And you know, that means so much to me as a photographer, as just as a person, that I'm actually producing some videos that are helping people, that people are getting inspired by, and being able to pick up the camera again and get out and visit centres like this. And you know, if one or two people get that out of my videos, that's great. You know, that's all I'm after. But yeah, I'll shut up now and see if I can find some tawny owls as well. I've got a sneaky suspicion there are a few tawny owls nesting in the Layton Moss Centre as well. So yeah, let's get packed up. Okay, so just spent the morning down at Causeway Hide. Got a very brief glimpse of a bittern flying away from us, and that's basically, it's been very, very quiet down there. However, I've been very fortunate enough to get a cheeky look at the little tawny owl sticking its head out the box. So that was lovely to see on the way back up. What I've decided to do is, for all the content that I've got for Layton Moss, that I've visited over the last week, because I've been here, this is my third visit in a week now. I'm just going to compile it all together and show you everything that I've got over the past 3 days, rather than sort of just trying to put everything into this is what I saw today, this is what I saw on Tuesday, this is what I saw on Monday. So I'm just going to put all the content together just for you to enjoy everything that I've seen on a 3-day visit here to Layton Moss. So I'm now in Causeway Hide. We're going to sit in here now for a couple of hours. The sun's come out, we've got blue sky, and looking forward to another great day here at Layton Moss. And I'm hopefully going to be here till 9 o'clock tonight, so I'm here till sunset, as long as the weather holds out, just to finish this video off. So I'm going to go in and I will see you probably up at Lillian's hide later on. Well, I've just made my way from the Causeway hide up to Lillian's hide now. Very quiet at Causeway hide, not much happening. Anyway, came out of the Causeway hide and started walking down the path, and lo and behold, I suddenly just looked up and a bittern came flying right overhead. Couldn't believe it. Just sort of looked up, bittern, and I slightly overexposed on the settings. You know what it's like when something suddenly appears out of nowhere and you're like, ugh. And I shoot everything in manual, so it was like, oh, quick, what am I doing? I had to check first I wasn't on video, and then I just started firing away. So they're not too bad. I got 1 or 2 decent shots, and then I managed just to photograph a Setti's warbler on the way up as well. So we're at Lillian's hide now. So personally, I think this is the best place. If the osprey was going to come in, then this is probably one of the best places for capturing the osprey when it comes in. Just because it does tend to fish an awful lot in front of Lillian's hide rather than down at the Causeway hide. But what I'm going to do is we're going to stay in here for a little bit longer and then make our way to the cafe, I think, get something to eat, maybe spend a bit of time up on Sky Tower, and then head over to Tim Jackson's hide and Graledale hide, because Nigel, who's with me today, he's leaving at 2 o'clock. So I'm sort of just gonna hang down there with him a little bit, and then I'll come back and might go back down to Lower Hyde, I don't know. Like I said, I'm here for the whole day and got loads of content to show you. So yeah, I'll go back in and see if we get this osprey. Fingers crossed, touch wood, who knows, but it would be nice. It's my third day here, get the osprey, so let's see what we get. Well, we've had a fantastic, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours photographing the smaller birds just on the edge of the pathways here at Layton Moss, and it's incredible. There's juveniles everywhere. Got juvenile robins, you've got juvenile song thrushes, you've got juvenile blackbirds. Literally the ground is alive with juvenile birds. It's brilliant. You know, I've been sat in the hides, I've visited all the hides so far, and pretty quiet. Not a great deal. Today anyway, past couple of days I have been quite fortunate and have seen a lot. Also just saw a white throat. That was really nice to see in the reeds. So I had to go into manual focus to get up onto, to actually focus through the reeds. In fact, I've done quite a bit of manual focus today because a lot of the birds are sort of in the reeds, in the grass, through the leaves, and I always find it easier just to switch to manual focus and focus in on the birds and then take the shot. But yeah, fantastic morning. And it's lovely weather as well. I was going to go back down and see if the tawny owls were around, but I might do that this evening if I'm going to hang around. It is forecast to change this evening, the weather, so I'm not sure how that's going to or how soon that's going to come in or change. But great day. Saw a bearded reedling as well, bearded tit. Didn't get a really good picture of it. It was quite far and I didn't want to get too close to it, and I should have done it. And it went up on the grit tray. And I thought, I don't want to photograph it on the grit tray, so I didn't bother, and I should have done, because all the shots I think I took of it in the reeds are out of focus. Yeah, struggle with that a little bit, but what a great day. Bumped into a few people, and I think it's about 2:30 now, and the jets are out, and the birds are singing. And no better place to be. Looking forward to going to Scotland though on Thursday. It's going to be a epic 3 days, I hope. Weather doesn't look great though. I think a bit of rain when I go to Mull, and perhaps when I go to the ospreys as well. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. I'll let you see some pictures and videos. I think I've got all the bird identifications right. If I haven't, it's no biggie. But yeah, I'll see you later on.
Took us the other way. So I'm just sat in Graledale Hide at the moment, just come in
and we had a grey heron just come in and caught quite a small eel, flew off with it. It's now walked off into the reeds, but got the hobby. Have a hobby flying around. I saw it here last week, but I have had reports that it's been seen more so down at the Causeway, Hyde and Lower Hyde, which is where it's been seen before, and there's a lot more dragonflies around in that area. But no, fantastic to see the hobby out again today, albeit very far away. It was just like a dot in the sky, but we saw it. But very quiet in here. I'm the only person in the hide at the moment. Just had to check that. Well, I'm going to call it a day here now at Layton Moss. Yeah, not a different day, just changed my jacket. I was getting a bit warm in my fleece. But yeah, it's gone really quiet now. It's probably about 6, pushing 7, I think, 7 p.m. Had a fantastic day, fantastic 3 days. Seen a great deal of wildlife. Really happy with everything that I've seen, and I hope you've enjoyed all the wildlife as well. And yeah, it started off a little quiet today, but every day is different here at Layton Moss. You can come one day and it can be quiet, you can come the next and you're just not putting your camera down. It is just one of those outstanding places. But from me, from Layton Moss, I will catch you on the next video, which will be probably from Scotland or the field. I am doing a field video, but it's quite a long process because I'm putting trail cams out and then like waiting a week, checking them out, moving them, checking them out. So yeah, I don't expect that to be out really until the end of the month, if not pushing into June. But yeah, Scotland at the end of this week, Scotland again at the end of the month. Then I've got a workshop to run at Bittern Cliffs, taking a young lad out for the day. Birthday gift, I think it was from his uncle. But I'll stop waffling. I'm just waffling now. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the wildlife, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.